Right, Coach, you had a 1-point lead at halftime, and then the second half, they really started to take advantage offensively. It was just tough to get defensive stops, and it kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, it starts with our ability to get some stops, but then it's just the turnovers. The live ball turnovers lead to transition opportunities, and we got to execute a bit better no matter who steps on the floor. But at the same time, I got so many different groups on the floor that are trying to get adjusted to playing with each other, and the effort was there. We competed, but our margin for error becomes small when you have that many guys out.
Yeah, along those lines, it had an eerie feeling of the Wednesday game in Golden State because your guys were really fighting and competing, especially in the paint, and the shots just weren't falling. I mean, you were about 40% that game and this game, especially hustling offensive rebounds and just not able to finish. That's just because you're leaving a lot of points out there.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. We're doing a good job of going after offensive rebounds. I mean, we had 18 tonight. We went 7 for 18. So we got to capitalize on those opportunities and just, not be as rushed, and just make sure if you got a layup, take it. If not, that's a great time to get a kick-out three, and some of our guys just rush some shots down there.
When Zion shows up with the right hamstring tightness, how does that decision get made that he's not going to play tonight?
It's a decision by our performance and medical team, and, they're going to always do what's best for our players.
Do you know about tomorrow for him?
Not yet. I don't.
We talked about Brandon Ingram and upping his three-point volume. Came in tonight taking more than 6. He got up 8 tonight. What have you seen from him and the willingness, the comfortability, taking a lot of threes this year?
I love that he is staying with it. No matter what, that's going to make his life easy. When he can knock down threes, it opens up the paint. It opens up his ability to get to the free throw line. He'll still take some mid-range shots here and there because it's something that he does at an efficient level. But if he can get more rim and three, it makes his life easier offensively, and it's really good to see him stick with that.
You kind of already talked about with guys being out. Some of the other guys are going to bear additional ball handling responsibility. Hawk, BI, combined for 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
Some that's to be expected a little bit, but how, what kind of message do you have for them going into tomorrow if they're in a similar situation when it comes to ball security?
The biggest message with them and our group is, I'm always proud of our competitiveness overall and the way guys go out and play hard, but once again, when the margin becomes smaller when you have as many guys as we have out. And so there's going to be a few turnovers, but you got to minimize those opportunities. And when you have 18 and they score 24 points, it's going to be hard to win those games without the firepower that you need. And it's hard to win any game when you turn the ball over like that, so especially when you have guys out. So just we got to secure the ball. We got to run our offense and not have as many live ball turnovers, which leads to easy points for them.
And that was that one stretch where y'all had I think it was 4 in the game where you turned over and went to layup. So that what you kind of see during that one stretch?
Just sloppy. They turned up their pressure on us defensively, and we just gave the ball back to them. So, some of it is because of the different groups that we have in the game together. They have to be a bit better at knowing what we're trying to run and being able to get to it. And then some of it is just us. We have to be stronger in those possessions.
Yves tonight just felt like went up against a veteran center there, and just how much of a learning experience for him. And just like you talked about earlier about slowing down in those situations instead of trying to post up, maybe kick it back out and see what happens. What are you going to talk to him about in learning from tonight's game?
Yeah, he'll like you said, he'll continue to learn from these moments. He played against a veteran center. He can hold his own, but he'll continue to grow, learn, get better, and understand angles. He had kind of a drop-off dunk that he missed that he'll normally make, and it's a part of the learning curve for some of our young guys right now.
Willie, being without 5 major rotation pieces is obviously difficult, but how much added difficulties was it when you learned, maybe an hour and a half before game time that Zion wouldn't play? How much did that upset the balance?
Yeah, it adds to the adversity of the group right now. None of us like it. Our guys, they have injuries, they get hurt. I don't like it for them, but I'll continue to say is opportunities for other guys. And, we get a chance to see what Brandon Boston can do. We get a chance to see Jamal Cain and Jordan Hawkins, Yves. So we're getting a chance early in the season to see what some of our young guys can do, and hopefully this momentum that they have will help us as we get whole.
Yeah, similar to Golden State tonight, Atlanta really like to blitz the screens, really put pressure on those. Do you have to, I guess, go back and look at the film, make an adjustment with your release valves there? Is it a timing thing, or is it just more of a focus thing from the players, where it's to expect, okay, now that we are short ball handlers, teams are probably going to try to challenge us? What needs to kind of happen there?
Both. Everything you said. Go over it on the floor. Make sure we understand that when we have as many guys as we have out, especially if BI has the ball, they're probably going to try to blitz him and take the ball out of his hands. Our bigs making themselves available pretty quickly. You got to make yourself available, make a sound pass to them, and then they're in rotations now. So if we just make a solid pass, we should get a quality look. So something that we'll continue to walk through.
Coach, as other people have alluded to, that your team is without, a lot of your top players, Dejounte Murray, C.J. McCollum, Zion Williamson tonight. His status, of course, tomorrow night is unknown at this time. Is there any frustration within the team, or what is the general mood of the team with the team missing a lot of your top players at this point?
Well, when the team is always going to be disappointed in a loss. These guys care. They care about the game. They want to go out and, give their best and give us an opportunity to win. But overall, we all understand the situation that we're in. And so we're staying together. The guys will continue to come in and play with joy. We'll compete. We'll share the basketball. We got to defend a bit better. But other than that, when you just look at the game, losing the game, yeah, you're disappointed about that. But overall, this is going to make us a stronger team going through some adversity early.
And obviously some of that stuff y'all can't control, like somebody falls on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Dejounte breaks his hand, but I guess what kind of conversations are y'all having about injury prevention? I guess you always talk about controlling what you can't control. I guess what are y'all able to do in that area to try to, stop some of this stuff from happening?
Like you said, they happen. They happen all around the NBA, and whatever guys can do to try to prevent it, they do. But other than that, really out of my control in terms of what happens with injuries. Nobody likes it, but it's a part of the game.
What was it like seeing Dyson Larry tonight on the other team?
Look, I said it earlier. We're grateful for Theis and Larry, what they meant here, their years here in New Orleans. Their teammates, high character individuals, their families, what they meant to this organization, what they meant to the community. And, it sucks that they got to win here on our home floor, but, ultimately we want to see them have, a healthy and long career. Okay, thank you.